Okay, so what's up, guys? We're going to be talking about Black Ops 4 Zombies DLC 1, and I want to go through a bunch of different things here because like most things with Black Ops 4, nothing is really set in stone. Everything is different. Everything is weird this year. Just so many things that are just not the usual for Call of Duty that it's definitely a bit more difficult to actually figure out when we're going to be seeing this DLC, when we're going to be seeing the gameplay trailers, when it's going to be revealed, how it's going to be released. There's a lot of different factors that play into this DLC, being revealed and being released. I want to go through pretty much this video, what we're going to see within a gameplay trailer, how they're going to release it, how they're going to tease it, that process, the possible dates in which we can see that happen, why the Black Ops Pass adds a whole new element into this, how we could see this map potentially released earlier than expected. That means a gameplay trailer even earlier than expected, so a lot of different things here to go through. So that being said, if you can leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. If we can go for 50 likes, that would be sick. And let's get started. So the best thing here I can look at, obviously with DLCs and past DLCs, I think anyone that plays Call of Duty, they sort of understand where to look towards. The DLC usually releases the end of January, and you usually see a gameplay trailer around, like, on average 2 weeks before then. And then, maybe the map pack is announced at most a month earlier. So that's like the general time frame. And if there's an added teaser trailer in there, sometimes there isn't, but sometimes there is an added teaser trailer that's around like 3 weeks before, like stuff like that. That's usually how it went down. Past years, World War II, and especially World War II, Infinite Warfare as well. Some map packs we didn't even see gameplay trailers. Some map packs weren't even announced. Some gameplay trailers were just a week before, and it's just so weird. So we're not gonna look at any of that. I want to look at first DLC 1, Awakening, Black Ops 3. That was very interesting because here is something I'll show you guys up on screen. This is when it was first announced. DLC 1 for Black Ops 3 was first announced on December 6th, okay? That's pretty crazy. We're going to go through the dates in a second for this year, and I do think, we could be seeing an early announcement, early release this year as well, but for a different reason. But December 6th, that was really early. I think everyone was surprised back then because the map pack obviously didn't release until the end, well, I think it was like February 2nd or something. It was crazy. Like, it was a while after that, so they announced it so early on. So that was the first announcement. So we got the name. That was back, if you guys remember, it was Horizon Draken. They had the end there. It was some OG stuff. And then here, a couple days later, well, I guess not really a couple days, but December 21st, a week or so later, 2 weeks or something, I don't know. But anyway, end of December, we finally get the gameplay trailer, and the map pack still isn't releasing for over a month at that point, but that's just the time frame that we got with DLC 1. So obviously, that's the past trailer game. That's the best point to look at, the best analog to have for when we could be seeing a DLC 1 release for this game. So up on screen, you're gonna see these are the two dates in which it's the earliest possible time frame in which we could see some sort of at least announcement or gameplay trailer. I think this time around, we can't expect a full-on gameplay trailer. I think we should never expect that, but a gameplay trailer as in, at least a couple seconds of gameplay. We're seeing some gameplay. That's a gameplay trailer. If we're going to see any of that happen this early, if there's any chance of us seeing it this early, it would be Tuesday, December 4th and Friday, December 7th. And those two obviously closely correlate to when, DLC 1 was first announced back in the beginning of December of 2015. So again, that's the earliest possible dates here. Here's a situation that may not relate with DLC 1, but definitely is a new factor. Obviously, we talked about in another video where I talked about like a secret map releasing. Oh yeah, there was this leak. Zombies Alert, has connections with different leakers. Who knows how and why, whatever. But that, pretty much he has connections, and he tweeted this out, and this pretty much translates to. We talked about this in the other video, but it translates to a map releasing, or DLC map releasing in 2018, or DLC map releasing before the year ends. Pretty much, it's saying that there's supposed to be some sort of map before the year ends. Now, again, like we talked about in the other video, this can mean a bunch of different things. It could mean Nuketown Zombies. It could mean an extra map for just another storyline, an extra Ether map, whatever that could be, just, separate to the Black Ops Pass, an extra map, a free map, another map that you have to pay for. Or if we're, maybe not thinking practical, but thinking more like, okay, you know what, this would make some sort of sense. Maybe it's just DLC 1. Maybe that zombies map, that map is supposed to release in 2018 before the year starts. That map is just the first zombies map, a part of the DLC season. And I think that definitely is very possible. If we do see a gameplay trailer on December 4th or December 7th, that Tuesday or Friday, and then we see the map release, 2 weeks later, that would be, either Tuesday, December 18th or Friday, December 21st. That, honestly wouldn't be that far off, because the Black Ops Pass, again, it's very different. You're having content released every month. It's not like you're gonna have your DLC packs. Like, if you remember MW3, you had content every month, and then, every couple of months you would have sort of the DLC collection. I think it was like collection 1, 2, whatever. But that's pretty much what the Black Ops Pass is going to be. That being said, they could start off with the zombies map for December, and then they move on. January's like 2 multiplayer maps, February's 2 multiplayer maps, and then March is the next zombies map, and then they take a break, and then April, May, June, July, August, September, and then however they split it up, but pretty much every couple of months. And they would have to start a bit earlier if they actually want to do that. I don't know how much they're going to scrunch the maps together or spread them out, but starting in December would make a lot of sense, especially with the Black Ops Pass situation. There's a lot of reasons for them to do that. One, they want to keep as well, if you're not even looking at the Black Ops Pass and you're just looking at the general, release cycle for content, they, are putting a lot of emphasis on Black Ops 4. And I do think the DLC season for Black Ops 4, I'm not saying it's never ending or it's going to be never ending, but it's going to be continuous in the sense that they're going to continue to release content past its cycle. So starting early, starting in December, bring us a zombies map, and just moving forward with content and content for months and months to come. I think Activision, there's so many different press releases and different instances, you guys know, where they said that Black Ops 4, they're putting a huge emphasis on this game. And, they mentioned this more with Black Ops, but obviously it refers to zombies, it refers to the whole game as well. They want to continue to, keep this game alive. I forgot the exact wording that they had, but they want to continue to put effort into this game. It's going to be sort of a lasting game for them. It's, obviously they described at the reveal, it's an all, sort of multiplayer experience, all the modes you're playing with people. They want to continue to push out content and give us content. And, maybe it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, they want to sell more. We're probably going to have a second Black Ops Pass as well. So these are all things we should expect. But anyway, just that fact alone, obviously you can't look at this and think like, oh, why would they do December? It's got to be the way it's always been before. It's got to be end of January. It's got to be, the same map pack seasons. It's got to be the same 4 map pack release cycles. It's got to be the same as before. I really don't think they're going to do the same stuff. Now, I'm not saying that it's guaranteed that we're going to see this stuff, a release in December. This video, really more about just the gameplay trailer and when we're going to be seeing it announced. I think it's very, very possible that we just see it announced in December, and then maybe it still releases like middle of January. Whenever they want to do those content drops for the Black Ops Pass, that's when it'll release. So, again, maybe a different video talk about the December situation. We're still in the middle of November, so we still have time. We still have time to figure out what's going to happen. Maybe some leaks will release, and then they'll tell us what the deal is with this DLC map. All I know is that there is apparently some sort of leak map for December. Whether or not it's DLC 1, whether or not it's a different map, who knows? Obviously, it's a big deal though, because if there is this map that's not DLC 1 releasing in December, we're definitely not going to have a gameplay trailer for DLC 1 in December, and DLC 1 may not even release till like the end of February at that point, because they're not just going to throw maps at us. Like, that's a huge deal. If they have a secret map, some sort of map release, a map for December outside the Black Ops Pass, we need a trailer for that map. We need a trailer for that secret map. We need a teaser or so whatever they can do for that map. And then DLC 1 is almost just pushed back, I guess, or maybe they're planning on pushing it back, or whatever their situation is. DLC 1 is just out of the picture for the time being. So again, maybe this video could also relate to that secret map as well, because it's the same situation. If it's releasing in December, we need the trailer first week of December, guaranteed. If it's not, DLC 1's not releasing in December, we get that map, then all those trailers are pushed but way back. Like, we'll see a gameplay trailer for DLC 1, like, you know, middle of January, something like that. Like, we'll have to wait a bit longer than we usually have to. But that being said, that's the situation there. Again, it's really too early to tell, but Black Ops 4 did release early. It released in October. So, you know, this time, if I was making this video when Black Ops 3 released, Black Ops 3 released almost like exactly a year ago, like a year and a week ago. So it would be a week into Black Ops 3, and I'd be making a DLC 1 video, and everyone would be like, what the hell are you doing? But now this time around, we're already over a month into the game. We're getting to the point where DLC 1 is something we need to start talking about. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I think it's possible to see it early, at least a announcement early, but you never know. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. And if you're watching this video, leave a comment below DLC 1. Thank you guys again for, you know, watching and being here. And yeah, appreciate it. See you guys later.